Salve, salutar, Manso.
That's Mr. Saints. Mr. Saints Augustine. Mr. Saints Augustine. That's the high table. And the students. More Saints alumni. Yes. It's my very own uncle, huh? Thank you. And they are the current students, St. Augustine students. They are seniors. That's an alumni. She's not a student. And more students, same students. The event is about to start.
Seniors, kindly come in front and occupy the front seats, please. Yes. Come forward, please. Come forward, please, and fill in the spaces. Hello. Kindly come forward, please, and fill in the front spaces for the seniors. St. Augustine and St. Joseph seniors. Please come forward. The front rows are empty. The front rows are empty. They are full. Uncle, you're the chicken. You're the chicken. Yours. Look at chicken. Uncle, chicken and please in front. Uncle Sola, you are needed with the high table. Please. So, my name is Mahmoud Yai. I will just moderate this brief program. This is not going to take you long. I think we all know the reason why we are here. But first, after a long walk for some, I know a lot of people haven't walked this long distance for quite a long time. So please, let's give ourselves a round of applause, please. Deputy Mayor, is he around? He's gone. That's fine. But nonetheless, I will just hand over the mic to the legend, Mr. TMC. He will do the opening remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, and all of you welcome. I have my aunties and that watched me grow up here. I gave you guys so much hard time, right? A little boy always crossing into St. Joseph's every day. Rugiba, Jarata, Antiumi, thank you for your role in my life.
I want you to stay seated. So the media had asked me to ask you to stay so that they can get steady shots. So kindly stay. You can remain on your seats, then do your speeches there, so that both GRTs and the other media houses. As can we. Telo, thank you. Carry on, please.
Everybody that's on this table or high table here, you good? All right. Welcome to St. Joseph's High School, the girls' home, Many years ago, we had a debate, and I know, Moses, you remember this. St. Augustine's and St. Joseph should become co-educational. And the famed lawyer Hawa Kurusise was on the team, and she told us we can just stay back there and look at them over the fence. But tonight we are here. So it's a big accomplishment. Of course, Salutal is on my left. Of course, one of the best lawyers in this country, young lawyers. I actually taught him Dangam. So when you listen to him today, you'll know. Moses Benjamin Jallo, former chief of protocol and ambassador, known as Father Goff's envoy. He grew up to be an ambassador. He was Goff's envoy. But I want to thank, in a very special way, a computer scientist from the US, Dr. Yamanjai. Yama, can you stand up, please? This was Yama's idea. She wouldn't let me sleep that we had to do this. And here we are trying to do things for both our schools. Walking through St. Augustine's, we saw what it looked like. It's an embarrassment for every alumni. And I know in the Gulf way, we'll find a way and we'll do it. It needs to be done today. And when you walk into that campus and just think back what you left there and what it looks like today, it's a concern, and it should be one for each and every one of us. I know we have the young ones that are here, and of course, you guys were there with Father Bruno Tupan, and I know he's instilled a lot of values in you to take ownership of the school, and I implore you all to follow what he left behind. It is your school. Let's do what we can, and I can assure you that we will do our part to ensure that St. Augustine's High School is once more a mecca of academic and sports excellence. We have lost that. I have some great athletes here that one ran the 800, one ran the 100 meters, one was a point guard for the Gambia national team, and we got stuck in Bamako in 1984. And of course, Charlotte Joyner, who played for the Gambia basketball. So when it comes to sports, we are committed to doing what needs to be done. I don't have a whole lot to say. So, salutal. I'm just going to leave it there. But he's a good kid of mine, my former student, came into St. Augustine's when I was leaving, and has grown up to be one of the best lawyers in this country. And Sal, you take it away.
Thank you very much. I don't really know where to start. Thank you very much. I have very big shoes to wear. When the ancestor speaks, he says it all. So what more can I say after the legend has spoken? I can either drop the mic or just be a good protege. What should I do?
Go ahead and talk.
Thank you, with permission. I'm actually very, very emotional. And St. Augustine is a community. It's more than bricks and mortar. We speak about how derelict the buildings are. But for me, it's much more than that. St. Augustine gave us a high quality education, not only in academia, but in also how we deal with humanity. So I'm not so big about he's the best lawyer or big. For me, that doesn't matter. What St. Augustine has taught me is not how good a lawyer you are, but how impactful a lawyer you are. You can be the best lawyer and win all cases, or you can be the best doctor or the best accountant. But what are you doing for your community? And St. Augustine is all about that. That's one value that I've learned from the school. And we went to a public school, literally a public school, from all walks of life. We learned humility at a very early age. We learned how to be one. I think St. Augustine's is a microcosm of what Gambia should be like. The St. Augustine of yesteryears did not see Christianity, did not see Islam, did not see Mandinka, did not see Wolof, did not see Aku. It just saw a St. Augustine alumni or a St. John's alumni and a Gambian. The Gambia of today is the Gambia of today lacks that sense of oneness. I think there's no better example of that than St. Augustine's. And I think we should use our network to really make our country better. I'm not talking about politics. I'm just talking about we are all citizens. Not only should we use our network is strong, it's powerful, but if we don't harness it, it'll just be in the air. I mean, look at this hall. I mean, this hall should have been full. But Rome wasn't built in a day. I think going forward, I think we should all do better. I'm equally guilty like everybody else. The people who have been working so hard, very, very hard, and I would like to commend them. Some of us just came at the tail end and just joined, and I think all of us should do better. And we should thank the likes of Dr. Yamanjai, who's been working so hard, and many others who, I don't want to mention names, but many people have been working behind the scenes. But the long and short of it is, this is a milestone in the sense that we are now one. St. Augustine's and St. Joseph's alumni are one. And we are a Saints nation. And that name is very intentional. When you talk about a nation, you're talking about more than an entity. You're talking about people coming together with common ideals. That's why we call it nation. It's not a state. A state is a legal definition. A nation is about people who come together, who share a vision, who share values. And that's what we want to teach this country. And this is the beginning of many, many great things. So thank you very much, and watch your space.
Wow, thank you. Somebody responsible for today that has worked so hard, and she flew in from the States just for this event. She's also president of the Gambia Christian organization in Washington, D.C. So running two organizations at the same time, I want you to stand up. Harriet Joyner, thank you for all your efforts.
Walking.
So where is Modu Njai? You need to come take over, right? But before we go, I have a story that I always tell about St. Augustine's. So back in the day, if you were a great athlete and you went to Crab Island and Father God saw you and you were good enough, he would ask me, Cisse, do you know where he lives? And I'll say yes. And we'll make a trip there at night. It's a Friday night now. On Monday, he will be in a Saints uniform. That's why we were the best. And we did not know how to lose. We had a basketball final with Muslim High School at Tennis Lawn in 1982. We were down by 3 points, but all the stars have fouled out. We knew we were going to lose the game. Somebody came up to me and said, T, we can turn the lights off. I went to Father Goff and I said, Father, we want to turn the lights off. And Father said to me, Cisse, you didn't talk to me. Do your thing. And we turned the lights off. That game was never replayed. And the trophy is still here. But that was your God for you. Okay, Kinos, Moru. Thank
I
you.
will just allow each and everyone on the table, Rec, to make a brief remark. Please clap for the high table, please.
He said I should say something.
Of course.
I'm sure most of the young ones here don't know me. My name is Umi Okiki Andrews, class of 1978. When I graduated. I played basketball. I did track and field. I did tennis. I played all the sports you can think of. And I don't know how to say this, but I would have thought that this place would have been more than these few people here, because we have to give back. I know for me, St. Joseph's, I came to St. Joseph's High School from St. Teresa's, and it was on a government scholarship. So I would think that I should give back to St. Joseph's in my own little way. And our class of 78 did such, because we have a group and we all came together. We threw the little that we had, and then we, put something here. We had some tiles. And the toilets, yes, we helped do that. So I would urge every class, old, young, to help in our own, little ways to help the school prosper or go, sometimes you have little things you do to buildings are like renovation. You can paint. It prolongs the life of the building. You can help paint. You can help clean up. Those are little things that we can do. I was a teacher before, so I talk. You can stop me if I'm going too much. I'm going to. Yeah, and I know this is a good school. St. Joseph's, St. Augustine's has been, the talk of the town. That's why the Stains Nation is a very good name, because we were in competition with every school. If you don't beat St. Augustine, St. Joseph's in sports or drama or anything, you are not, your name is, you are not heard of. So we want to keep this and even make it better. I know some people are struggling now. Everywhere is difficult, everywhere is tough, but education is very important too. So if there's anything we can do to help outreach all our colleagues, past students, to help with the upkeep of the school, please, I'm appealing to everybody. I'm sure most of us are not here. And I see all of you jumping on social media talking about Stains Nation. Where are you now? Where are you now? But anyway, I think we could do better, and I hope if everybody hears about this, anybody that comes across whatever we are saying here, they will, at least try to do something. So, St. Augustine's, St. Joseph's present students, thank you all for the warm welcome. Thank you.
Now, it is very important for you to hear the high table. You've heard from her. When she said she used to be very good at track at field events, I saw some of the boys trying to turn around. Pray that you get bold just like her. She actually did it. She ran track and field events. So let's give her one more round of applause, please. Please.
Is it morning or afternoon? It's still morning. Good morning, everyone. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to be here, to be part of the Saints Nation. We are proud of the organizing committee for all the hard work they've done for us to reach this stage. We are also proud of everyone who contributed to make this reunion a reality. If I name names, I'll surely falter. So I say thank you to everybody. Thank you. And we are still appealing that Saints Nation should constitute about 5,000 or even more, 10,000 now, from the time St. Augustine's and St. Joseph's were created. So really, the turnout is a bit disappointing, but this is the first time, and we hope that the next reunion will be better and bigger, right? So even the minimum $1,000 contribution has been difficult. A lot of people have not contributed, and it's still open. The wave number is still there for people to contribute, right? So we are all looking forward to the gala, and we hope there will be a better turnout, bigger and better and more enjoyable. It is really a great honor and joy to meet those you spend 5 years or 7 years with. And high school is the best. You know, all your joys, all your stories you tell to your kids. I'm happy to say that my daughter is here. She's from the United States, and she came to join us to be part of this memorable day. And we look forward to more people bringing in their families at other gatherings, at other reunions, and we should continue what we contribute. My class of 1980, St. Joseph's, we did something significant for St. Joseph's. We renovated the classrooms, and we tiled the corridors, and we created those flower beds and the seats. We gathered all together almost $1 million, and we put it all into St. Joseph's. And we are still ready to do more and more. I'm also one of the few who were lucky to be alumni of both St. Joseph's and St. Augustine's. And I am very happy and proud to be an alumni of both schools. And I can say that my group, my class, we were a drama group, and we contributed a lot to St. Joseph's under the guardianship of, what was it? Huh? Mr. Charlie Hafner, and we brought in a lot of money for St. Augustine's, because all the plays were done at St. Augustine, and the entrance fees were paid to St. Augustine's coffers. So we're still hoping that we contribute more to the school, and we encourage everybody to call in their classmates, their friends to join this course. It's a very laudable cause. God bless you all. Looking forward to seeing you at the gala dinner. At the gala.
Hey, thank you very much. My name is Shola Joyner. Nowadays, I call myself Shola Joyner. But back in the days, if you hear anybody call me William Joyner, except for recently that, I was in the States, and I thought Shola, or my full name, Omo Shola, will be quite a mouthful for Americans, I reverted to calling myself William Joyner. So if in the Gambia, you hear any Gambian call me William Joyner, you know that person, we were either in St. Augustine's together or before, my primary school days and stuff. Now, I graduated from St. Augustine's in 1975, and I feel very, very, very old here because there was Mr. Anthony Taylor. He was a year ahead of me. He is the only one who I can call my senior. Everybody else, Marakangel. Yeah. And the closest is Okiki. Okiki, yes, we used to play a lot of sports together. I did a lot of sports as well, but in my latter years in St. Augustine's, I kind of focused on basketball, and I just loved the game, and I think I just enjoyed playing, and I played well. I think, with humility, I'm saying so, but really, I just enjoyed those days. So it is true what Rugi just said. High school days are about the best. Then Gadu, they're paying your fees and giving you lunch and transportation and whatever. All they ask of you is to excel in your academic work at the end of the day. But all work and no play will make you guys dull. Trust me. I always tell people, I do not understand how I manage to pass exams. I just love to play. From the time the bell goes off, a lot of times when the bell goes off at 2 o'clock, some of us will stay behind and play basketball for about an hour or so, rush home, eat, and we had to come back for studies because there were compulsory studies for us that lived in Banjul. If you lived outside Banjul, it was optional. If you want, you can come. If not, Saturday morning also, St. Augustine's, when we started, from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we will have to come in for composition. We were forced to, sometimes they would even, like it's an exam, they will not give us a topic. When you come in the morning, that's when the teacher will write the topic on the blackboard, and you have to write an essay within an hour on that of at least 2 pages. It was difficult for somebody like me, except when they say, what's your favorite sport? Then I would do it in 10 minutes. Yeah, during our days, those were the days when it was boys to boys, girls to girls. You know, I did not have much dealings with this school. You know, we were next door, and I'm on Jaha, so you know, I never came. Yeah, okay, he was in love with me, but I was not in love. Yeah, I did not. But what I have seen today is quite encouraging. I have seen a lot of development. I have been in here, of course, a few times, and even after I left, you know, I came once or twice here, and I was not happy, especially with the approach to the school. It was just mud and whatever. Today, what I have seen, Banjul streets have been upgraded. And, you know, some of the ladies here who knew the school before and can now compare are saying there is a lot that has been done, but there still needs something to be done. Let us join hands together and make the Saints Nation proud again. During our time, we did not have sixth form. The only school that had sixth form was Gambia High School. So I am both an alumni of the Saints Nation and Gambia High School. I did my last 2 years there. And boy, you want to see when they heard that, you know, I was going to do sixth form in Gambia High School, how happy a lot of the students were, because they thought, a basketball star is now leaving St. Augustine's and coming to Gambia High School, because the competition was very fierce. Basically, it was Gambia High School and St. Augustine's that were in the top 4. Crab Island also did a lot. Then later on, you know, Armitage wasn't so bad. And, you know, but, you know, we used to enjoy all those sporting activities. Talking about sports and whatever, and Father Goff, I think it was TMC that said Father Goff did not understand losing. And that was during our days. Father Goff found me here in Saints. I was in Saints before him. Yeah, he just came and just changed the way we did sports, the way we thought about sports and everything in not only St. Augustine's, but later on, he actually went to influence sports, especially football, throughout the nation. I remember sometime he came back after long years, and some of us were called to go and meet him. And I went there. I thought he would not recognize me. And I say, Father Goff, hi, how are you? Do you remember me? Yes. He looked at me and he did that. Meaning, there was a famous, you know, basketball score that I made. I still don't understand how I did it. But it was NBA standard kind of scoring. So he did that, and yeah, you remember me. Father Goff did not know failure or second place. And I remember in those days, there was a famous sort of union between St. Augustine's and Crab Island. That was because at the time, St. Joseph's was not doing very well in sports. So Father Goff didn't want to have anything to do with St. Joseph's as far as sports was concerned. So he let us, the boys basketball and the football team up with the girls basketball of Crab Island. And of course, that was very controversial, and St. Joseph's did not like that. We did that. He even organized a trip for us to Ziguinchor.
Mind you, that was not our time.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So we did
yeah. Well, that's true. By the time she came on board, yeah, St. Joseph's had changed, you know, how they were performing in sports. So we made this trip only because Father Goff wanted to compete Gambia High School, who made a very well talked about trip to Lycée Van Vaux in Dakar. And Father Goff knew, look, if I take the St. Joseph's girls with us to Ziguinchor, they are not going to win. And Father Goff, we made it, that trip was very nice, even though it was controversial. Now, yes, let us join hands and try to see this school go back to the glory days. You know, in academia, we were doing very well, because even when I went to St. Augustine's, I mean, if we were not more between St. Augustine's and St. Joseph's, we were more in the sixth form class than those students that went from front to Form 5 in Gambia High School, and other schools as well, Armitage and things. Muslim High School were just coming, Nusrat were just being formed and things, you know. So we were excelling in academia as well. So let us try as much as possible to develop these schools and make sure they go back, so that we get back to our glory days, and we can continue to have and boast like today, that today we have a lot of people who have been to the Saint schools, who are in very high positions, not only in the Gambia, but internationally. You know, they have been to very responsible positions internationally. So boys and girls, that's my take on you. Study hard, but also don't forget to do your physical education. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. I think you've all heard what he said. Study, study, and study hard. But all work, no play, makes Jack a dull boy. C is actually not part of those who were supposed to speak today, but I will have to come down. Dr. Njai, we want to hear from you. And of course, you need to say something on this occasion. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, I was not planning on doing this. I can go stand over there. It's not a problem. I'll make it very short. No, I don't. Do you think? Okay, so somebody set me up, because I was not planning on doing this. I'm usually in the, I like doing everything behind the scenes, but seeing this got me really emotional. Else, but what I want to say is, don't wait for your name to be called. This is our foundation. This is the reason why we are who we are today. I'm very proud to say I'm a graduate of St. Joseph's High School. I didn't go to St. Augustine's, but anytime Father Bruno, God bless his soul, called upon me, I was here for St. Augustine's. I was here for St. Joseph's. We created a Sense Alumni, class of 95. We just came up with an idea some 15 years ago in America, and wanted to do a reunion. The reunion brought something else. I called Uncle TJ. I'm like, we need to do some kind of an organization to give back. This is who we are. We're Saints Nation. Don't wait for your name to be called. If you're watching us right now, please reach out. Let's join our hands and revive the schools. Without this, without us, I don't know if St. Augustine's or St. Joseph's will get to where we need to get to. We have people in I met somebody today, just out of the blue, was telling me what he does, and I'm like, oh my goodness. You have St. Augustine's, we're flying the flag on Gambia all over the country, all over the world, and this hall is empty. I was expecting us to get a lot more people. Let's join hands, come on. I'm not gonna say much, but everybody else, thank you. Students, you guys can do it. If we're making a difference in other countries and contributing to their economy, you guys can do it too. Do not shortchange yourselves, keep going. The bar is high enough. Don't lower it for yourselves, okay? All right, I'm done. Thank you, everyone.
She accused me of setting her up, but that's what we do in St. Augustine's. Please give her one more round of applause, please. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have Koringo in our midst, also a partner to Sense Nation. They're also here. Please give them a round of applause. Khadijatu, you may come on the stage and say a little bit about your partnership with the Sense Nation. I wish to remind that on the 23rd of
January also at Bakadaji, there will be a big gala dinner under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency the President, Mr. Adam Barrow. We will be doing a massive fundraising gala dinner on that night to raise funds for the two schools, because we want to make sure that the curve, changes, to make sure that St. Joseph's become what it used to be. The likes of Dr. Njai and those people sitting on the high table all passed through both St. Joseph's and St. Augustine's. And we want to see you also in few years to come. You can also sit on the high table and say, you know what, they were here and we are also here to make sure that we leave a legacy. So please give yourselves a round of applause, and also to Koringa. Koringa now.
Hello, everyone. Company Limited is a money transfer company based in the Gambia, and we receive transfers from Europe, all over Europe and UK. So I am a business development officer for Koringo, as well as an alumni of SENS. I was in this school, and walking into the school right now brought so many beautiful memories back. I even took a video and sent it to my classmates, or former classmates, because we have a group and we still, reunite once in a while. So the partnership between Koringo and Sense Nation goes like this. We have a referral code for Sense Nation. So if you are abroad, like Europe or UK, all over Europe and UK, you can download our app. Koringo is on Apple Store or Google Play Store. Download the app, register, and then use the referral code SENSE. Then for every transfer you do in the Gambia to your loved ones, 1% of that transfer amount will be given back to the association. And then if you do a transfer above 25,000, we give $25 worth of cash power to the school. So to the schools, which will be shared between the two SENS. So we urge everyone in the diaspora and those at home to also spread the word, so that we can also support education together. Thank you very much.
Well, that brings an end to this interesting program. But before you go, a very important announcement. It is a Walk for Health event, and of course, intertwined with a luncheon sale. When we talk of luncheon sale, we're talking of nice food, right? And I'm happy to say that there is a luncheon sale. And this takes place at 2 p.m. So anybody who can wait, we're encouraging all of you, both the students and of course the SENS alumni, to kindly wait up till 2 p.m. Where food will be available, so you can patronize the two SENS, that's the SENS Nation. There is also a contingency where if we don't really have everyone around, I don't want to say this, St. Joseph's and St. Augustine's, I want some of you to start going so that the food will be left to us, So the food left will be donated to the two schools, that's both St. Joseph's and of course St. Augustine. So xale mun ngeen war seen schoolmates yi de ngeen nekk on standby rek am na lekka yu neex yoo xam ne fii seen uncle yi ak papa yi suñ ne tir rek, you can take the plates, but it has to be very orderly, okay? We're doing this in consultation with both the principal of this school and of course St. Augustine. So at 2 p.m. There will be luncheon sale. Various kind of food will be available. Nyambe, nyebe, benachin jën. Xam nga jën bi ma wax moom waxuma jën de jën bu weex tal, ak sebon. Yéen xam ngeen sebon, You know sebon, St. Augustine's? You know sebon? St. Joseph's, you know sebon? You cook sebon, right? Good. So sebon will be available at 2 p.m. And also nyambe nyebe. Man, my favorite is nyambe nyebe. And I definitely will be staying up till 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. luncheon sale will be open, but we'll also be donating the food to both St. Augustine's and of course St. Joseph's. So on behalf of the high table and members of the organizing committee, members of the press, Thank you so much, Askanwi, for coming and making this a live event. We appreciate your support. Despite that you come from Marina International School, St. Augustine's appreciate your effort. Thank you so much. GRTS also, thank you very much. Kadi, also thank you. We also have Star TV. Thank you so much, Lamin and team. We appreciate your efforts. So on behalf of the organizing committee and on behalf of the members of the high table and also on behalf of Koringo. Koringo, by the way, we thank you so much for your partnership. Please give Koringo a big round of applause too. And of course, this brings an end to this program. But of course, we have had people who spoke, but most importantly, a lot of people don't like speaking on mics. And I want you to please give a round of applause to the Sense Alumni Senior sitting here. So thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So that brings an end to this program. And we wish you a pleasant stay. And for some of you, a journey back home. Thank you. Bye-bye.